Hey all, it's time to be the bearer of bad news. World War III has begun. The US and NATO powers have committed to war with Russia. Previously, Russia had committed to eliminating the threats to their existence that had taken over Ukraine. And the West was hesitant to fully engage Russia because Russia was ready to fight to the death. Now the West has committed. They are fully supporting the Ukrainian army with heavy weaponry, the US included with NATO. And the most recent event yesterday is that they destroyed Russia's flagship cruiser in the Black Sea, which has a crew of over 500, which would be the biggest mass casualty event of the war so far. The day before, the same day, over 1,000 Ukrainian servicemen had surrendered in Mariupol, according to reports, bringing the total number to over 2,000 Ukrainian servicemen who have surrendered. They've got a general mobilization and draft of their entire population. The men are not allowed to leave between like 18 and 60. And they're forming new neo-Nazi nationalist battalions in order to radicalize them. Russia's getting prepared for its stage 2 to liberate the Donbass. And the West has decided it will engage in order to prevent that. So what this means is that we're in World War III already. So what we can expect is the global economy to collapse in the way that it used to work. Not something I like to share, but it's the reality. And it's important to be aware of what's going on because it's going to spiral out of control. There's about 10 days until the French election, and that seems to be the main potential for there to be a different outcome. But the trends currently are nuclear war. So all that can come from this video is that the people watching it are aware of what's going on in the stakes and are doing everything in the immediate to prepare for it, because this isn't a drill. And we are in for a wild ride in the economic situation. I wouldn't stay in a city. If I was in a city, I would leave the city, and I wouldn't stay close to any kind of military assets. We're likely to see, as Russia's doing its phase 2 operation to liberate the Donbass, we're likely to see awful atrocities that are blamed on Russia against the civilians and genocide and everything. And even Trump, the sellout stooge piece of shit, is calling it a genocide, just like Trump pushed the vaccines. He's such a fake, just valueless, rootless pop culture phenomenon. Despicable. And what we're going to see is the military consolidate around him, essentially. And we'll have a far right, the government. But it doesn't really matter because they're just puppets for the military, and the military is leading everyone to hell. So it's about as dark as ominous as a message as I can give, but it's rooted in reality. And the positive response is to prepare and just to not be caught off guard. That's all.